a lot of people don't think that's easy to be positive or to make a choice, but it can be. And I want to show you, I've got a book here. So this is the Skylanders Choose Your Own Portal. Now, when I was younger, I used to love Choose Your Own Adventure books. I don't know if you've read them before, but they're really cool, so check them out at the library. The thing I loved about Choose Your Own Adventure books is I could choose the way the story was going to go. And when you make a choice in your life to choose which way you're going to go, you feel powerful and you feel happy and you feel sort of successful because you're in control. And that is one of the biggest messages that I hope you can all take away, and that is that you are in control. There will be times that you might feel sad, but you can choose to find you're happy. There will be times when things are out of your control. There will be times that happens, but you can choose how you react to that situation, because when other things in life are out of your control, the one thing that is in your control is your mind, your choice, and how you're going to handle situations. So in Choose Your Own Adventure books, the thing I really love is it will basically say to you, would you like to go this way or would you like to go this way? So think of that path and you get to choose. So I just think it's something, if you haven't read one before, check it out because it is pretty cool. But most importantly, it's about the fact of reminding you. I think this just reminds me, and especially when I was younger, it reminded me that I do have a choice, and I always really liked it. And if I didn't like the way the path went sometimes, I didn't like the end of the story, I could go back and I could do it again and change the way the outcome went. So you've always got a choice, and remember that. There is a famous basketballer many of you might know. He is Michael Jordan. So there's a fantastic story about Michael Jordan, and that is that he was kicked off his high school basketball team. And he went home and he cried, and he's shared this story. It's all over the internet if you want to look it up, that he got kicked off. So now, at this point in time, Michael Jordan had a choice. He could have just given up, not good enough. He could have had those thoughts rushing through his head going, I'm a loser, I'm not good enough, I'm never going to make it. Everyone's laughing at me because I've been kicked off the team, so I give up. And he cried. Like, crying is okay, going home crying. He's upset, he's disappointed. They are normal feelings. There's nothing wrong with feeling upset when something like that was out of his control happened to him. So he felt sad, but he made a choice. He got up and obviously decided that that wasn't the path he was going to choose. He wanted to succeed in basketball, and he obviously knew that he had some skills and he needed to control his mindset. So he decided that he would keep practicing, he decided to keep going, learn from his mistakes, and in the end he became a very, very, very well-known NBA champion. So his is a story of, like many of our successful people in life who made a choice. Imagine if his choice had been the other path. I give up. He would have not succeeded at something he really, really wanted to do. Another really famous person you may have heard of is Richard Branson. Richard Branson was the creator and founder of the massive $1 billion empire Virgin. So Virgin Planes, Virgin Records, and something that not everyone knows about Richard Branson is that he has dyslexia. So, which is a learning difficulty. I work with children who have dyslexia, and it's not easy for them because they're really quite smart, but reading can be really difficult. And when you consider how much reading you have to do at school, it makes school really hard for them. And Richard Branson found schooling really, really hard. Now, he then had a choice in life. He could have told himself, I'm not smart, I can't succeed, I'm never going to be successful, I'm never going to have much money. But he didn't. He had, which we talked about before, some of those 4 successful things. He had a positive mindset. He had a great attitude, and he was just saying to himself, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to find a way to do this. I may not be the best at reading or some areas of learning, but I've got like great people skills. I'm a great thinker. So he took The other part that we talk about, second part, is he took his strengths. He took the things that he was really great at and he used them then to succeed. So the third thing that we talk about as well is the growth mindset. And if you ever look up Richard Branson on the internet, you'll see he often talks about making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. So he didn't just, when something went wrong or failed, he didn't just give up. He'd learn from it. Cool, let's try something new. And the fourth thing he did is he was very persistent. He worked hard. So reading was hard for him at school, so he learned to work really hard from school on, and building his empire and his career up. He had to keep working hard. So there's just two examples of really successful people who've made a choice in life. They made a choice to say, I'm in control. I'm going to choose that path that takes me down the road to success.